Clubs. All right, I am calling to order this meeting of the Fredonia Planning Commission on Monday, August 3rd at 7 p.m. First order of business, Pledge of Allegiance. Stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Administrator Jenkins, do you want to take the roll?
Of course. Chairman Lenz.
Here.
Commissioner Barda.
Here.
Commissioner Buvid.
Here.
Commissioner Frank. Commissioner Steffen.
Here.
Commissioner Wyland.
Here.
And Commissioner Winker. We have a quorum.
AWOL. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is public comment. Note that public comments are limited to 5 minutes per person. Seeing that we have no public here, we will move on. Next item is the consent agenda, approving the minutes of the June 8th, 2026 Planning Commission meeting. Do I have a motion to approve?
June 8th or July 13th? June 8th or July 13th?
Oh, it says June 8th here, but it's probably July 13th, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, all right. We'll make a correction to the agenda and make sure to give Michelle difficulty about that.
Yep.
All right, so approving the minutes of the July 13th, 2026 Planning Commission meeting.
Make a motion to approve consent agenda. I second the motion to approve the minutes.
All those in favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, say nay. Are there any abstaining? It passes. The next item on the agenda is a public hearing to hear public comment on and reaction to a conditional use permit application for Jeremy Gazarovski at 233 Innovation Drive, Fredonia, Wisconsin. There is no public attendance. Do I have a motion to close the public hearing?
I so move.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor of closing the public hearing, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, say nay. Are there any abstaining? It passes. The public hearing is closed. Next item, items for action and or discussion and possible action on a conditional use permit application for Jeremy Gazarovski. 233 Innovation Drive. This was what the public hearing was about. We saw this at our last meeting. It's a pretty straightforward conditional use permit, making sure that he's able to do the business, building maintenance, service, body shop and repair facility for light motor vehicle, heavy motor vehicle, and storage indoor mini warehouse at his location at 233 Innovation Drive. Is there anything you'd like to add, Administrator Jenkins?
I was going to add, in case you guys didn't cover it last time when I wasn't here, this is not exclusive to his uses. This just covers the uses that he needs a conditional use for. So he could be doing other things, right? But those might just be allowable permitted uses within the zoning district.
Thank you. Any discussion? Do I have a motion to?
I'm
sorry?
So I'm assuming he's got bylaws in place for these and everything. Meaning,
Like his own lease agreements and.
you can't have things outside overnight. Yeah, I mean, he's got to handle that within his facility, right?
So yes and no.
Yeah.
He should have that. But this agreement also lays out some of those restrictions. That's why we don't allow parking on the street for employees that are there. It talks about hours of operation and things like that.
Right.
So if you want any more teeth, that's the purpose of this document.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he's responsible. If the tenants aren't keeping it up, he has to keep it up or
Correct.
chase them around.
I didn't know if he came, or if the village asks for instance, our storage condos, we've got very strict rules in the bylaws that stating certain things you can, like laid out in the description of proposed use. But we also have rules about keeping things out overnight and it's basically up to the other tenants to squeal, and then I have to go up there.
Yeah, so our ordinances still are in place, right? And then the conditions within a conditional use purpose.
Correct.
Permit, which Meadowlark Storage has as well, this body just approved their
Yeah.
expansion. Is just a more stricter limitation on the rules that they can have on their site.
And I'm not asking from a village standpoint, I'm just asking in general, is it something that we ask
To see.
sometimes to see that, just to keep to make sure once we approve the conditional use under these, let's call it these, guidelines, are there additional guidelines that the developer puts in place or is tenants? That's, I guess, my question. And if so,
I-
we usually review them.
Yeah, I would say that's a policy choice on your behalf, right? If you want to do that, you certainly can. But we have not asked for that in the past.
I mean, moving forward, like, this is an idea, and I think, I know Jeremy, he's not gonna let it fall apart or anything. For our Meadowlark storage condos, we have a strict standard. I don't know if the village has ever asked to see a copy of those or not. It's gated. So it's not like we see into it, but this specific facility, Jeremy's here, you can see right in it. I mean, it's like a commercial building. So that's just my question.
Yeah.
I guess, and if it's nothing that we require, maybe in the future, we should maybe drill down and just see what bylaws are in place or different discussion maybe, but probably wouldn't.
Yeah, I would say if you want to do that. You weren't here at the last meeting, right?
No.
Yeah, so I think the last meeting probably would have been the appropriate time to request that from the property owner.
Yeah,
Because then we could have showed up to this meeting with that in
Right.
place. Granted, if the rest of the commission wants to see that, I mean, you could table this for as long as you want and ask for all sorts of stuff. But I'm just throwing it out there as far as the
Right.
process, I probably would have asked that at the beginning.
I don't think that's fair now to change it last minute, but the thing moving forward, it would be a bad idea. If these come up again, we see what we have in place, because you might have. It might be hard times, you might just decide, I gotta get these things rented, all of a sudden you got some riff in there. Last minute stuff, so just looking out.
So see his leasing contracts, that sort of thing. Yeah, and
Yeah,
that
I mean,
seems like a
that-
perfectly reasonable ask, too,
Absolutely,
moving forward.
moving forward.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I got it.
Any other discussion? Do we have a motion? To approve the conditional use permit application?
I'll make a motion to approve the conditional use application. Permit application for Jeremy Gazarovski, 3960 SS Home Address. You want the address? or
The innovation drive address.
233 Innovation Drive, Fredonia, Wisconsin. 5
We have a motion, do we have a second?
I second.
All right, motion, any further discussion, debate? All right, I'll call the question. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, say nay. Are there any abstaining? Passes. Finally, we have a motion to set a public hearing to hear public comment on and reaction to an amendment to TID number 3 boundaries on September 14th, 2026 at 7:00 PM. Administrator Jenkins, you want to explain this to the board or the commission?
Sure. I'll remind the commission that this is not an action item tonight. It's not a discussion tonight. I'm just letting you know you're going to set the public hearing, and then we can discuss more next time. But as you all should know, Badger Paperboard is expanding. They are doubling the size of their facility here in the industrial park, which we are very excited about. They own 2 parcels. They own the current parcel where their current building is on. That's the parcel that ends in 016. It's a 6.44 acre parcel. And with their expansion, they're going to expand up to the north of their other parcel that they own, but then attached to that building. So in order to do that, they're going to merge the 2 properties together as one 9-ish acre parcel. When they do that, that'll make our TID boundaries out of whack. So we need to start the process of amending the TID boundaries to grab the existing Badger Paperboard parcel, so that way we can capture all of that growth and increment into the TID, which, I mean, there's no drawbacks to doing this. And again, we're just correcting the record before they end up constructing.
Are there any questions, comments?
There's a nice map on page 16 of your packet that you can look at. And 17.
We need to make a motion. for a public hearing.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to set a public hearing and hear public comment and reaction to an amendment to bid number 3, boundaries on September 4th, 2026.
September 14th.
September 14th, sorry. I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Do we have any discussion or debate? If not, I will call the question. All those in favor of setting a public hearing, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, say nay. Are there any abstaining? Passes. Next item on the agenda, correspondence. Do we have any correspondence, Administrator Jenkins?
Got nothing.
Items for future consideration? Motion to adjourn. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
A second.
All those in favor of adjourning, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, say nay. We stand adjourned.